so many talented people here. It's very impressive for me. I'd like to start that I wasn't really talented at school. I was incredibly bad at school because I was only focused on football. I dreamed about football. It was my life from I was little. And for me, it's really important to say it because my journey could be also an inspiration for many people around here. Imagine if you could have your studies and your courage to succeed. So my story begins in Geneva, middle of the 80s. And I was little, crazy about football and very bad student. And of course, for your parents or maybe people around sometimes, it's always kind of complex. That's a complex situation, isn't it? Like, because they consider that more than a hobby, than a job, or maybe even further, something really serious. And my dream was only about becoming the next Diego Armando Maradona. So I'm sure you all know the person. So maybe it's the new Messi for people here. And for my good friend Americans, we are talking about football here, not the football like the way of football. And when I was like a child, I was, dreaming day and night about football. One, I slept with my local team shirt, jersey, with my football ball, always about that. And when people around ask me at the age of 6 or 7 what I would like to become one day, I say, yeah, I'm going to become a football player. And people started to think, oh, it's cute, it's nice. And, as a kid, you can dream. It's normal. It's more like, it's even, something that every parent wish for their kids. Dream, you can reach that. But when, I was probably something like 13 or maybe 12, and they were asking me the same question. What do you want to become? Well, I want to become a footballer, right? Yeah, Florian, you know what? You better take care of your studies right now because this is important. Your hobby is nice, but it's only for the weekend. But for me, it wasn't that way. I wanted to have my path to the film, to the football world. But for them, it was no. We have to take care of your studies. You have to take care of your future. And you have to take care of your situation at school. It wasn't serious enough. For me, it was the opposite. I wanted to be the best that way. They wanted me to have something secure where I was bad. So, Florian, it was impossible to succeed. It was, the story of my childhood. And at the end, at the age of 18, I signed my first professional contract as a player in one of the best teams of Switzerland. And at that special moment, I learned that no one can define your limits. No one, until you reach them. It's not because it's like that for them, that's going to be the case for you as well. And at 18, people around me started to change, talking about my future, how good I was. And at that special moment, even my agent told me, Florian, we are going to make you a star. You are going to play in Germany, in France, Italy. He didn't mention Portugal. No. So I was like, yeah. But the thing is, when you want to succeed, you need to have, on my side, 3 criteria: will, courage, persistence. I had the will because it was my dream, not anyone else's dream. Courage because it doesn't matter what people say to me. It's like, no. I'm going to do the minimum at school, but I want to go that way. And persistence because you have to be in the top of 100 players in your country to become maybe a professional. And maybe even less because there is players coming from abroad. So if you don't have one of those criteria, it's complex and difficult to succeed. And for me, it's really important to understand that. When I became a professional player, everybody was starting to think about my future. And that's the thing. After 2 years in a top club, first division in Switzerland, we won trophies, but I didn't play that much because the manager didn't like me. And after 2 years, they said to me, Florian, we are going to sell you in the second division club. And I was like, okay. And the thing is, why did I succeed before? Because I had all of that. It was my will. I had the courage to keep going and also the persistence. But when I failed, it wasn't my will anymore. People started, once I got to the top, people started to plan my destiny. I want you to become that, or that, or that. It wasn't my dream. It wasn't my will. And the thing is that, of course, you follow the situation. I'm going to make you rich. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, you want to? Yeah, sure. But it wasn't really my dream. And courage. I didn't have the courage to succeed, really. Of course, from the ground to the top, I became professional because I was an outsider. And at that special moment, it was easier because I dreamed about something. But once I was on the top, it was different. Because at that special moment, I thought I was already there. And I stopped working. And persistence. Because it's not because someone don't like you that you need to stop, or maybe you stop working. It's happening every day. Like maybe it could be a teacher who doesn't like you. Could be your boss. Situation is changing at one stage, for sure. If you are persistent enough, you work, you wait, and then you come back. So after 2 years, I went to the second division, and I played there for 3 more years. And still professional, not the same money, though. But at the age of 23, I decided to end my career. Why? Because I didn't become a star, international star. I didn't get millions. And because I had no degree, no diploma, no connection, no nothing. So I said to me, instead of extending my career over 30s maybe, take care of the situation right now. Because otherwise, the situation will take care of you maybe later on. It's going to be worse. And I wasn't really anxious because during my career, I met so many people and directors, entrepreneurs. They all told me, Florian, if you need anything in your life, don't worry. We are going to help you out. So I knocked the door to those people and I said, guys, I need a job right now. Oh, yeah, but Florian, you have no experience. The people I met who did like me at one stage, after a while, it wasn't the situation, I was a bit forgotten. So instead of being furious and frustrated, I decided to take a break of my life. Few months. I could afford it, and even a year. And I wrestled deeply about everything. Why did I learn? Did I do all of that for nothing? No, because I learned how to lead people, how to resist the stress, pressure, and the pressure, how to control your emotion, how to be disciplined, how to make decisions quickly, how to be focused on something only, and not thinking about something else. And most importantly, I remember one guy, when I was footballer, telling me, Florian, if you want to succeed one day, it's not about the intensity that you're going to put in your motivation. It's about the stamina that you're going to put in your motivation. That's going to make the difference. So I restart from the ground. I knew that I had success in football as long as I was an outsider. When I thought I was there and I didn't need to work anymore, I was dead. So I will start from the ground with in a small financial company. I was paid only by commission, no salary at all. I was 24. And I started to sell small products. And because I wasn't a bad seller, I've been hired by an insurance company later on. And after a while, one of my clients, I was an insurer, and one of my clients invited me to his office to say, Florian, we need to sign some documents. And I said, yeah, I can come to your office, no problem. He was a trader. And once I was there, he asked me if I wanted maybe to see the trading floor. And I said, why not? And then when I stepped on the trading floor, it was like Disney, screaming. It was like crazy in terms of emotion as well. High intensity, adrenaline, competitiveness, exactly like sports. And I knew from that moment, I want to become a trader. And I said to him, I want to become like you. He said, well, come on. You have no students, right? You have nothing. So we can talk. I can teach you something if you want, small stuff, but don't dream about it. And I said, okay. And I came back to my interest and I said, okay, maybe I'm going to show my interest to my company. And maybe I'm going to be responsible for the financial counseling on it. So I became a financial counselor. But of course, then I still had a roof above me. And I wouldn't be able to jump over. Switzerland is a country of finance, so without any degree, you're dead, especially in that area. And then I said, okay, there is no trading company who will hire you here. So let's find something abroad. And I went to Singapore, and I went to Hong Kong, and I went to almost where? London, Dublin. And I knocked the doors there. So no one opened, of course, except one in Dublin. And the guy said to me, I'm going to hire you because you were a football player, because you have that skills, because you know how to lead people, how to resist the stress. So what makes me before in difficulties, put me in difficulties, was now my advantage. So after I started as a junior trader, then a trader, then the international director of the company, worldwide trading company. And then after 5 years, I started my own company, my own trading company. And then a second one. And now they are running by themselves. And then I wrote a book. So the question is, how did I succeed? Because I was an outsider. Because that world brought me so much. And I took everything from that world to this one. Because I know it was my weapon, my special weapon. I know that my difference will make the difference. And believe it or not, I still have no degree, no diploma, but a lot of connections. So my question for you is what performance can you take from your past to your future to build your toolbox and to succeed? Because your difference will make the difference. Thank you very much.